Three. All right, and we're back. It's time for the end of day report with yours truly, Dex, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports that we put in your hand each and every trading day. All right, so we have really been seeing the markets go berserk over the course of the last few trading sessions. The volatility is definitely increasing. And like today, for instance, we saw the market rally nice, only to basically crash into the close, and just phenomenal volatility that we're seeing right now. And I'm expecting this to continue because we have earning seasons that we're going through right now. So I don't see this calming down anytime soon. Not at all. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into these charts. We're going to um, start with the crypto first. All right, so here we have Ripple in front of us. If you notice, it was under the auspices of the crash alert, even with the bullish weekly trend momentum readings. And shorter form, we finally got some production, some downside production. So this one is looking like it wants to continue to do that over the next couple of days. So this one is definitely starting to get production on the crash alert, expecting more downside to come. All right, so taking a look here now at Litecoin. Litecoin, same situation. Finally got that downside production, and I'm expecting more downside, even in the face of a bullish weekly trend momentum reading, until we come off of this downtrend. All right, Ethereum. Ethereum has a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow for trading on Ethereum. Rally alert for tonight into tomorrow. All right, and let's see, Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is flattening out, as you can see. Didn't get any production on that last signal, the crash alert, but I am expecting for some downside production to begin to move here over the next day or two. So definitely look out for the downside on the Bitcoin. All right, moving right ahead. Here is ABC Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is operating under the auspices of a crash alert. The bullish weekly trend momentum reading has come off, and we're starting to get downside production. I'm expecting more downside in the next few days in the Bitcoin Cash. All right, looking at ADA Cardano, which really um, gave us that upside momentum. We came into the market with a rally alert, and sure enough, true to form, the market has done just that, creating a bullish pointer on the day. Expecting more upside here. I don't think we've seen the highs of this particular run just yet. All right. Now, flipping from there to our futures and forex. So let's get into the futures and forex now. And FYI, there will be no pre-market pulse scan Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning because I got doctor's appointments with the family. So, but we will have end of day reports though. Just no pre-market pulse scans tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning. All right. So while this is booting up, if you are long from last week, you should have already tightened up those stops and you should be popping your way through most of these. All right. It's very important that you show discipline in utilizing stops. All right. This is the US dollar index. Again, I'm expecting more downside. I think we're going to take out the prior lows at this rate. So again, bear market. I'm expecting more downside as the bearish weekly trend momentum reading is locked in. All right, we got the South African Rand. Got a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading for the South African Rand. All right, taking a look now at the Kiwi, New Zealand dollar, operating under the auspices of a crash alert. Finally started to get some production. I think more production is coming. More downside is what I'm looking for in the New Zealand dollar. Take a look here at natural gas. All right, nat gas starting to really get production to the downside on the crash alert. Got a bearish weekly trend momentum reading starting to come into play. I see nat gas with more downside to come. All right, Mexican peso. Mexican peso, as you can see, we are operating still under the auspices of the rally alert with pullbacks being bid up. Our goal until we get another signal, if this thing is going to strengthen up, the initial target is going to be the top of the Kumo cloud. So I think we can hit 24 with all things being equal. But for right now, until we get more indication of where we're going, be prepared for anything. Be prepared for the bears to come in and try to knock it back down and gain gain some control. But just keep in mind the bullish weekly trend momentum reading could make that difficult. So this one's looking really interesting right now because it's still under correction, but got bullish weekly trend momentum. So perhaps we haven't gotten another signal. We haven't even gotten a sell signal. We just have this rally alert. Perhaps the bulls are going to wrestle control back because we still are in a bull market, regardless of this incredible correction that the market has seen. So time will tell on that one. Okay, the dollar yen right now. Dollar yen, we have a crash alert coming into today. And right now we got that narrow range inside day that usually sets up for the leg down. So we're still under the auspices of a crash alert with a bearish weekly trend momentum in the bear market. Thus, I'm expecting more downside to come in the dollar yen. All right, looking at the pound sterling, looking at that British pound, I'm expecting the pullbacks to continue to be bought, even if this pulls back down to the trend line support. I'm anticipating that it will be bid up, only because of the nature of this breakout. So we're still operating under the auspices of the last breakout, looking to play the long side of the market. Bullish weekly trend momentum. Looks like this one is this is one of those bear market corrections that can continue to go for a little bit. So looking really good. Looking really good. All right, here is the euro yen. The euro yen right now is trying to make up its mind what it wants to do. The bear market weekly trend momentum reading has come off. It can always relock in, especially if this thing gets sold off tonight. But what I'm thinking is that because we're in the beginning of a bullish market, I think the pullbacks are going to get bought. And I'm actually looking for more upside in the euro yen, which could probably bode well for the US stock market. So this is a interesting time to see that as well. All right, next one here is the euro dollar. I'm expecting more upside with this one. We're in a bull market, locked in bullish weekly trend momentum, spells more upside. All right, here is the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is in a bull market still, even in spite of this incredible correction, still in a bull market on the algo chart. And we got bullish weekly trend momentum. I think this one's going to try to test trend line resistance to the top side yet again. All right, moving forward, here is the Australian dollar. Looking at that Aussie. Right now, the play is to the long side of the market with pullbacks continuously being bid. However, we just came off of a bullish weekly trend momentum reading. Are we going to now develop a bearish one and come back and test trend line support? Well, I'm going to say not so fast because the last one yielded a new high. I'm thinking that this pullback is going to be another buying opportunity as well. So I'm expecting more upside on the Aussie. Let's see if I'm right. All right, taking a look now at the Dow Futures. Now, this one's interesting because we had the crash alert. We did get production on that crash alert, tested trend line support beautifully, only to break out. Now, this is a bullish pointer, and unfortunately, the Dow is still in the bear market, and it has come off of correction and looking like it wants to do something. Now, the interesting part is that this bearish weekly trend momentum reading really didn't net another leg down. This bullish weekly trend momentum reading also didn't produce what we were expecting either. What I mean is, this bar, we should have closed higher than the open. We did not. The market pulled back and closed near the low of the session, creating a bullish pointer. Now, the magnitude and strength and validity of this bullish pointer is in question. And we're still in a very, very elongated correction bear market, technically speaking. We don't see any new highs. So one has to think that the bear market rally, pullback, 50% retracement is pretty much it, and that we could be setting up for a huge leg down. Very, very, very interesting market. I'm just saying, this one doesn't know what it wants to do yet. All right, so we have to anticipate that all things being equal, we don't know. This is a big old question mark on the Dow. All right, now switching to food, looking at wheat. Wheat has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading, with the trend line support around the 510 level being the initial target. All right, looking at the next one, we have soybeans. All right, soybeans has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow as well, and we're already pretty much near the trend line support, so I'm expecting that to possibly be broken as downside momentum starts to pick up, and we got the beginning of a bearish weekly trend momentum reading. We're going to see soybeans fall further. Looking at the corn futures, again, crash alert in full effect. Trend line support initial target is pretty much almost met. So where we go from here will put us deep into the Kumo cloud. So this, I mean, these markets are, they don't know what they want to do. I mean, you thought you'd get in here and then bam. So I don't know, man. These markets are starting to be, I told you, algo shifts, man. You can't make this stuff up. Now you're seeing it for yourself. Look at this, man. Erratic and sporadic algo shift in full effect. All right, here's silver. Now, silver acted beautifully. Nice upside in the silver. Now, the question is going to be, can we get more of the same? Excuse me. Is the market ready to break out? Can we see 20? Answer, I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. But right now, I mean, it looks good. I think it can do it. You got to look at where you are, and where we are is in a bull market with locked in bullish weekly trend momentum reading. Yeah. So I think silver still on the long side. Looking at the Russell, my hustle, again, the elongated consolidation phase continues. Buy support, sell resistance, buy support, sell resistance, buy support. So I don't know. Watch, rinse, repeat. We'll have to really see where it goes from here. But looks like the Dow, I don't know. Last bearish weekly trend momentum reading didn't really pan out. Now coming, is this going to be the one that, I don't know. But right now, we're still operating under the auspices of a rally alert. And so we're looking for the upside of the market to continue. Let's see what happens. All right. So the next one here is crude oil. Crude oil's been also consolidating a lot. So my anticipation on the crude oil is more downside. I think the trend line support is still yet to be tested. So more downside, I think, for crude oil. All right, for the NASDAQ 100, crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading for the NASDAQ. All right. And for gold futures, we're in the bull market. That crash alert was only slightly productive. Then we got this rally with a bullish pointer going on here, but I'm expecting that we're going to have some production yet in this market. So I think we're right there where this thing could start to pull down and correct, but you just never know. But it is looking like it wants to. That's all I know. It's looking like it wants to. Momentum's been pretty flat. We haven't gone in a nice straight up trajectory. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down along the way. So I don't know. Just have to watch and see, but I'm expecting for a correction here in the gold. Let's see what happens. All right, the E-mini S&P 500 has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading, so keep your eyes and ears open for that one. All right, one thing I didn't talk about was with the Bitcoin. I think again that 9,000 is really the true support in the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is threatening to go there, just like I covered in the previous video. That 9,000 support hasn't gone anywhere; it's still there. All right, and I think that we're probably going to definitely violate it at this point if Bitcoin can't get up and run. All right, we can't ignore crash alerts when we get them. And again, the system can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. So remember that, okay? Not saying that it's not, but not going to happen. I just know that you have to sometimes allow the trade to materialize. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind. You got to let the trades do what they do. All right, what I'm doing now is I am pulling up all the requests from the live. So get them in now while I'm putting it up, because once I finish typing, that's it. We're going to go ahead and be done with this. So if you got requests, type them now or forever hold your peace. This is your segment where I pull up the things that you want to see and talk about. So take advantage of it while it is here. Because once we are over, it is over. All right, you guys got some good ones, it looks like, today. Nice recommendations today. And like always, if it's something that is not in the system, not in the report, I will look to add those for you so that those that subscribe to the daily reports, you will have it. You will have all the information at your fingertips, and you get even more information on the reports than we can cover here in the video, and you'll have it right at your fingertips whenever you need it, whenever you want it. All right, let's see here. Yeah, V-Dub, I told you, man, that reminiscence of a stock operator is the Bible of trading. Like, for real. Not even playing around. That is the Bible of trading. Recommended reading for anyone who is serious about learning the nuances of these markets. You do yourself a disservice by not reading that book. All right, someone's actually requesting the Haqq. The Haqq attack? What you know about that Haqq attack? What you know about that Haqq? All right, let's see here. Okay, when you say VIX, you gotta be a little bit more precise, because there's like a million VIX things. Okay, so if do you want the ticker VIX? Because all right, here's what I'm getting. Now remember, my tickers can change sometimes because the repositories have to give it a certain thing, but it's still what you're looking for, just under a different type of, they change the symbol a little bit. All right, I got the ProShares VIX midterm futures ETF, and I got the ProShares VIX short term futures ETF. So I'll give you both. I'll give you both. I'll give you both. Why not? All right. Yeah, there's so many VIX things out there. Okay, ZRX. Did I do it? Let me see. Oh, I didn't. So I can pull that up right now. We can fix that right now. Okay. All right. I see you. I see you. All right. Gotcha. All right. I'm all typed up. So going once, going twice. Does anyone else have anything? All right. And the segment is now closed. I'm typing in my last signal right now. Whatever I do not see, I do not put. All right. Here we go. Let's kick this off. All right. So I see DE is the last one on the list. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Now, as we go, I'm take my time because I got to vet these and make sure that they are in the thing for you. All right. Because if they're not, I got to make sure that they're added so that those of you who are subscribers will have the report in your hand. All right. So we didn't have added it. Let's get into it. All right, so the ticker is DE. This is Deer. So Deer had a nice breakout today, forming a bullish pointer in a bear market with a bullish weekly trend momentum reading, but also with a gap. Will the market back and fill immediately? Excuse me, or is it going to continue to break out? That's a good question. Of this market. This market has a propensity to create gaps and forget about it, only to come back and deal with it at some later date. Case in point, this gap way back here, it has been ignored for a long time. Then you created another one right here and said, so what? You created one right here, and so what? You finally came down here and filled this one there. Then you finally filled this one back here, right here. And then you start moving up and just start forgetting about the ones back here. So this one is looking like it may try to run some more. What we need to have is it needs to close above the previous highs. It should be able to do it on this run. I don't see why it can't get up to that 1C mark. If it doesn't, you'll be hearing people say double top. And if that happens and enough people believe it, then they're going to come in and start shorting the stuffings out of this market. And then you're coming right back down here to fill this gap. So this leg up could be setting up to come down here and fill this gap down here. I know it's not what you want to hear, but I'm just putting the bug in your ear. That's move. Right now, as of right this moment, the trade is on the long side of the market buying pullbacks. All right. So that's what I got for you on this one at this juncture. And I have added it to the report, so you'll be able to get your hands on that every day and know what the system's looking at. All right, the next one here is Select Energy Services. WTR. Let's see if we got it in this system. WTTR. All right. Okay. All right. Just added it. We didn't have that one either. Okay. So WTTR are in a bear market. There's we trend momentum readings and a crash alert for tomorrow. All right. So this one's looking for more downside production tomorrow. All right. This one's just heading down and it's a cheap stock already. So it doesn't look ready to buy, you know what I'm saying, for a long play. The play right now is to the downside. This stock is being liquidated, not liquidated. Weekly trend reading as well. And I just added this one to the report, so it will be showing up in the U.S. equity report in your dashboard. All right, the next one is ZRX, looking at the crypto side. This one, you have a bullish weekly trend momentum reading, but you're also starting to get production on your crash alert. So I'm calling this one still down from there. So until we get another further downward play here, or something else happens. Momentum is looking like it wants to start to point down, even though you got this bullish weekly trend momentum, which is in the longer run. So it looks like the upside run is over. And now we're in the downside. We're in the decline part. You had your accumulation. You got your distribution phase coming down. So we'll see. All right. So we'll see what happens with this one tonight. All right. Next one we have is VIXY, the ProShares VIX short-term futures ETF. All right, so this one has a rally alert for tomorrow's trading in a bull market with a bullish weekly trend momentum reading. Now let me double check and see if this one is in the system. All right, so VIXY. Let's do a search. Make sure it's in here. All right, didn't have that one either, so it's just been added. All right. So this one, like I said, has a rally alert for tomorrow. And the trend line is right there. So we're looking to buy the Kumo cloud as a target for the initial target. We'll see where it goes from there. All right. We'll see. Depends on how volatility gets up there, if fear enters the market or not. Yeah, no. All right. The next one is the ProShares VIX midterm futures ETF, VIXM. Let me double check and see here. And you can always look these up by name on the dashboard in your report, because like I said, sometimes the tickers have to be changed a little bit from the repositories. It's just how it comes, the data comes to me. So if you can't find it exactly the way it is, just do a name search. Okay, I just added this. All right, so this one does not have a rally alert for tomorrow. What's happening is it's already operating under the auspices of a rally alert that you got back here. All right, so you had this rally alert back here, and the market finally started giving you production. And today you had a huge breakout with bullish weekly trend momentum. The question is it going to keep going? You know how to fix it, down, up, down. Looking like this run, though. This was a big move. Very big move. So with that being said, sky's the limit. It really is. And this is a bullish pointer back here, by the way. Can't ignore that. That is a bullish pointer. All right. So I think we may get somewhere, maybe 43, 44. Who knows? Could even go higher. We'll have to look and see. But I did just add this one to the reports as well. Okay, here's Haqq, an old favorite. Haqq has a crash alert for tomorrow. We're looking at the trend line as the initial target of around 43, 43 and a half. We'll see what it does after that. But right now it is looking like it wants to pull back and test that trend line support. And it could 50, who knows? But for right now, crash alert for tomorrow's trading in Haqq. And yes, Haqq is in the system. All right, the next one is AQB, Aqua Bounty Technologies. Let's go ahead and double check this one to see if it is in the system before we get started. That way I don't lose track. AQB. Yep, Bounty Technologies. Oh, okay. That wasn't in the system either. I just added it. All right. So this one is looking super bullish. Bull market. bullish weekly trend momentum, and it looks like all your past gaps have been filled. Sky's the limit on this one, man. $3.88. Yeah, sky's the limit. The players to the market. Nice production on the rally alert here. Very nice production. What more can I say on that one? That looks nice. All right, here's SQ. All right, SQ is in the system. Crash alert in SQ. We got production. Now you got a secondary crash alert for tomorrow. Trend line support around the $95 mark is the initial target. If it does that, that is nice profit for you guys who are short this particular market. And yes, this one is in the system. All right, this next one, let me see if I have this one in the system. I think I do. I'm just not sure. We do have thousands of securities. All right, let's see here. Okay, yep, we do have this one in the system. That's good. Okay, so this is Roku. Ticker is ROKU. Got a crash alert for tomorrow. Trend line support around the 125 handle is the initial target on this one. We'll see what kind of production we get. Just keep in mind, the alerts can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. So just keep a watchful eye on this one. All right, the next one here is a Novax or Novavax. I think it's Novavax. It's how you say it. Let's see if we got this one in the system. I think we do. This kind of sounds familiar. Yep, it's in the system. Okay, great. All right, so this one here has a rally alert for tomorrow's trading. You made a bullish pointer today on the close. You're in a bull market. You got a bullish weekly trend momentum reading, which is elongated, as you can see. The rally is still alive, but you do have one question mark, and that is, when are you going to back and fill this enormous gap right here? Got to deal with that, all right? Then you do have this big one back here that has not been dealt with. So before this one really sees major up rampage, we're really going to need to see some back and filling of these gaps. All right, but it does look like it is in a real market. So a real bull market, and that is in the system. All right, Facebook, another one that's definitely in the system. Crash alert for tomorrow's trading. The last crash alert was mad productive. The initial target on this one is $225. This one looks to have the potential to be just as productive. So crash alert for Facebook for tomorrow. This is for you, Robert. I hope you're listening and watching this one. Finally, this is the signal you've been waiting for, my man. Facebook got a crash alert, buddy. All right, let's see what happens. Now, you know how to work this, right? If you need a hand, send me a message in the trading room, and I'll give you a hand, okay? But this one is one of those that if you have a chance, watch it, see how it moves on the open, on the intraday price inflection point. If it looks like that's going to get knocked out early, then that'll be your cue to go in and get in there so you can grab the production when it gets down here to the support. All right. So that one's for you, my man. That one is for you. All right, moving right along. Okay, Roku. I'm almost certain this one is in the system, but just let me check. I can't memorize all these. Like I said, we got mad securities in the system, and I just can't remember all of them, what we got, what we don't got. I'm almost certain we got this, though. Let me see. Yep. Okay. It's in the system. All right. Did I just do this one too? Feels like I just did it. All right. This one has a crash alert for tomorrow. And yep, about the 125 mark is your initial target on this pullback. All right, let's see here. Here's another one. Now, I'm not sure about this one. I don't remember this one. I don't think this one's in the system. So let me just go ahead and get typing because I don't think this is in here. I've never seen this ticker before. Let's see. And it's a pink sheet. So it's over the counter. For some odd reason with the over the counters at times, man, they can be so delayed with giving their data, man. Like I get today's data, but then I won't get data for a couple of days, which is crazy. All right. This is Spanish Mountain Gold. Crash alert for tomorrow. It's probably going to back and fill the gap down here. All right. And this is a penny stock. So yeah. You could get a buying, if you're looking to buy this, you may get a buying opportunity coming up here. If we do get production in tomorrow's trading and it gets down to fill and closes this gap, that will probably be your signal for the next buying opportunity. You never know. I would still not just go by that. I would follow the system. Whatever the system says do, I do. And I just added this to the report, so it will be in the report for those of you that are long that security or thinking about getting long that security. All right, here's the next one. Let me just make sure that this one too is in the system for our subscribers. Let's see. All right. Okay, this one is called Clean Energy Fuels. Clean Energy Fuels. Ticker is CLNE. And yes, it is in the system, so it's already on the reports. All right, so this one had a crash alert. And as you can see, you got downside production today. And it's almost to the trend line support at $2.20, which is the initial target for this pullback. I do believe that because this is the beginning of a bull market for the security, that it is going to be bid up. I think that the pullback correction will be bid. This is a bullish pointer. This is a bullish pointer. Yeah, I think that this pullback is going to be bought. All right, so I saw one more, and let me get it. I don't want to mislead nobody out. All right, so let's do EQX. What's that? Equifax? Equinox. Okay, Equinox. All right, let me hook you up. Let me double check, make sure this one's in the system too. And this will be our last one for this evening. Okay, EQX. Equinox Gold. All right. Let's see what's up. All right, that wasn't in the system, but now it is. All right, so Equinox Gold is in a bull market. Very interesting reads on this. So we've been getting a lot of crash alerts on the way up with production, with downside production. Very interesting. So the last two got no downside production, but this one has. We had a crash alert coming into today, and sure enough, the market produced and gave you downside production. Is it going to give more downside production? I don't know. It closed at the low of the session. If it does not, then the trend line support here at $10 is the initial target for this correction. And yes, I've just added it to the system. So that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, I see you, Tony, in the live. I see you talking about the oil tanker fire situation. So far, though, it's not having no effect on crude oil. Crude oil is still looking whack in the overnight. It's down 65 cents at 39.45. So I still think downside production is coming on the crude oil. All right, y'all. So that's it, man. That's all we got. That's all we got time for this evening. I think we knocked it out the park, like we always do here at PulseWave Trading. If you guys have not already done so, you know you need to go to pulsewavetrading.com. Come on, man. What you doing with your life? Get your life. You know, come on over here and break bread with us, man. Make some money. You know you need this income stream. All right. It's not difficult. All you gotta do is follow the system and you're gonna be all right. So with that being said, remember, Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.